I'm gonna go with a Valkyrie ban here. I think it's a little bit more of a safer one. Of course, changes arriving to both Fenrir and Solace. I mean, they're not what they used to be. Still effective. I think very quickly, Virtue saw the head of someone deep inside a wine cellar. Not quick enough on that draw with the DMR. Sub 1 minute left to work with. And Secret finding a little bit of pressure now. Need to get Shaiko off the board. That's what Virtue does.
But he's going to get instantly traded back. Liquefac was there to play the trade. Case will be gathered, but it is a 2 versus 3 with just under 40 seconds to go. They've got some pressure on main stairs, but where do you go with the Case? Does Savage follow his teammate up down main stairs and try to get a plant off, or does he rotate through blue, which looks like it might just be the objective? Now Savage would have spent, what, a minute of this game already on blue? He needs to start getting an impact from it.
Patience can be a virtue, and Doom needs to push down, find success. Pressure arriving from that rotate and in blue, and Solotov does find Savage. Leave it all down to Doom. The Dutch player I speak.
Other library window, and you can see they're getting shot off. Now an opportunity lost there maybe to get the opening kill of this round, as Doom will take a ton of damage, but look at this, a quick one trade back to piece. Savage and Adrian. Savage gets one, Adrian falls, but here's another gunfight whipping it outside. Solace, and Doom gets him.
Listen, it was a creative attempt of an escape from Liquefact. Doom was quicker on the draw, great reaction down the hatch, through the wall, gets that one confirmed. Into a 3 versus 3 position now for these sides. Think about utilities still have to work with, 2 Lion scans, 2 Twitch drones still operational. Updated recruit in play as well, brought out those flashbangs and a set of grenades to work with. That will be Savage Dawn with that, and the M4 in his pocket, a great tool. The clear players of BDS, lots of time to begin to work this as well. A lot of drones to hunt down information. Nade sent out, caught by the magnet, a near predictable outcome for this. And it has to reevaluate that position, knowing there will be likely more magnets all around that position dawning. The rifle now to try and clear that position. Pop up from Wamai, Users finds that Savage off the board. Users looks for a second one, but couldn't quite find it. MP5K lacks the damage at that distance, now less than a minute to work in this round.
He got the DBNO though, so it is of course a 1 versus 3 now, so we'll see maybe an attempt at a cross to come through. They need to try get that res. He fell down the hatch, buys them a little bit of time to get him back on his feet, but once you get Doom back up, you'll have 30 seconds to make a very forced approach in towards site with absolutely no vertical control.
I'm going to say this, Gibby, and I'm going to say it pretty quickly. I do feel this is going to be a round that will leverage towards the advantage of BDS. Doom on 20 HP. Virtue has to win, and essentially all these gunfights, a single stray round will be enough to claim Doom. 14 seconds, you lose the DMR, you lose Virtue. Shaiko will claim that one, and that shotgun, a single pellet will be enough. Don't even shoulder peek, it's going to be a dangerous gamble, and Shaiko will get through that office door and given the opportunity so far. Savage creeps in, needs to check his angles, finds one. Shaiko has been shut down in this round, caught by the rotation. Users gets the credit for that one. Doom charges in, and Liquefac off the board. Grubby gets in the action as well, and Users falls. Leave us in a 4 versus 2, but very quickly on that retreat, Solotov finds one, removing Adrian from this fight. He'll now drop those hatch all the way back to site. Difficult time now to work with from both these teams, but advantage in a 3 versus 2 does sit with Team Secret.
That is more like it. Pace from Team Secret. They establish vertical control. It's a 3v2, but you got to think about the fact Frost is low. Now, big thing that could impact this game would have been the C4s, but as you see, Whippet, they are gone. So Blitz is a problem now for Kaid, for Brede, but the counter, if there was 2 players to back in a clutch situation, Brede and Solotov have a long history in this scenario. Secret, you've got drones, you've got time. Work out where these 2 defenders are and try to isolate them.
If there was any player I would trust in a play like this, it would be Brede. TCSG can often be a cumbersome weapon to use. Not so easy when a blitz dawns down upon you, but you need to find those free shots of damage when the opportunity presents itself, and caught through the wall. Groovy finds that, living salt.
Side of Team BDS. Still, they're trying to create vertical control. Still, they're looking for that next pick, and, well, they're just going to full send it and go for the plan. Well, no, come on, there you go. Users gets one, but Adrian's going to stick it in the midst of all the madness.
Doomney is going to play an important role on this. Cover the C4, not deep enough, and Shaiko will try and cross as well. 3 bodies swarming, but left with 2 to work. Great cover, and Adrian, you mentioned how good he is at getting that case down. Charges it into danger zone, and Shaiko left on 11 HP. Left alone. And now to begin the burn away. The fire darts go out, trying to cause some disruption and get control of Ivy. I think they're good, but no caught by that Magnet. Adrian does find users on the board, and Shaiko forced to run deep. Lickifak finds that trade. Savage off the board. Lickifak finds the second one as Virtue claimed the life of Solotov, leaving us with only around 55 seconds to work in a 3 versus 3. Verticality just above that. Just above the chassis, and domination from Joom can be difficult one, but there's the C4. 3 in the round for Lickifak, and BDS have a pulse.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for BDS to retake the lead in this matchup. 3 HP now as well for Adrian, so if he steps in one goo mine, he's down. There's a quad for EFAC.
Go on.
As he hunts himself an ace in this round. SMG-11 in his hand. Surely his teammates are saying go for it, be aggressive, but EFAC, the IGL, saying no. We play for the win. We hold the line. We hold the fort. Groovy, not really much he can do in this situation at all. With the Warden means that you got to take him on in a fair gunfight. Shaiko will take on Groovy. He was the first one to take him on in a fight and will be the first to fall. Jim trades that one back though. Usus will fall now. 3 versus 3. You look at the defensive positions. Everybody playing in that wall between both of these sites. Still, we're seeing pressure being put on from below, and Savage will just decapitate Shaiko. 3 versus 1.
Player, even if you have that information, the initial engagement did go the way of Grubby, finding damage on the Shaiko. He will find one more. That's Solotov off the board. The death mark goes out, this time to Virtue. So perhaps a misallocation of who's on. I think, no, actually, correction. It will go back to Grubby, and they'll know exactly where he is now. They'll have utility try and push him out of that position, but guess what? Caught by a Magnet. Joom is going to find one more of the users, and BDS have run into a roadblock right now. No access on the Ivy stairs, and now a tandem attack from the defense, holding that top and bottom. BDS stalling out early. Minute left to work with, still recoverable. 1 player down, however.
And now another target has gone out. Castle, the person who'll be identified this time, but not a lot of information really can be gathered off the back of that one when you see how far away is. Virtue will find the kill onto Shaiko, making it a 4v2. 40 seconds left to go. You can see that EFAC has got himself sneakily in towards Saipo Whip, but no case in the back pocket, but it doesn't matter. He'll find Savage this time around, and he deals with the BP. But he needs to get Brede close by. There is a window to get this case down if he can push his way in with it. And I think that's exactly what BDS are going to try do now. They're going to try force the plant.
Are we about to see yet another Brede classic? Lickifak and Brede, perfect combination for this. Bulletproof camera will be removed from the fray, and well, the cover needs to be exquisite from Lickifak. Many people call him one of the best players in the world, and he doesn't need to use his rifle. The case goes down, but Brede shut down rapidly. Looks for a second one against the DBNO. All down the Grubby now. Stuck in the barbed wire, and that recent change means that will tick away at all critical HP. Joom is recoverable, and they will find this revive. Numbers game back in favor, but not for long. 3-piece now for Lickifak, and he just needs to play the time. Every second will feel like an agonizing eternity, and Grubby needs to win his one. Revolver in hand, and he does it!
3 seconds!
Heroics,
3
and
seconds!
he has enough time, surely. Yes, he does. Just about. Finest of margins, but Secret should get this round. And they do. Actively marked by them, so you do have an eye on that Maestro. Adrian got caught by the death mark for a moment, but able to dodge it, and the ACS-12, the drum of war, rings off, but only shut down quickly by the hands of Usus. 3 versus 5 now in favor of BDS, and they know that hatch is open, so that will be a threat, but Lickifak is there to deal with it, leaving Secret on a skeleton crew of only 2. It's down to Adrian and Savage to find something. I tell you what, if you got Savage on your team, you can never count this side out. Absolute master of a clutch. Can he find success here? This case should go down. Brede will have a field day with this, and BDS look poised to have a miracle round. Adrian gets that one shut down, and the clutch seems to be a fall. Obviously, this control's not held by Secret. That's going to be a massive pressure point now. Corner of lobby is held. Joom takes lots of damage. Uses so quick on that reaction as Grubby ascends from basement staircase. And now you feel that BDS can just coast a little bit here. Deathmark goes out, Solace is detected, lurking behind bar, not going to be safe behind those floorboards either. We'll send it down, Shaiko gets that one, a quick spray, the 6-shooter, and it will be one more pick. Solace still revealed as well, and BDS just...
and he manages to pick up the kill as well. 5v4 opening pick, as you said, to BDS. So now they've got the advantage. A real chance to add another one, but Shaiko's going to get felled by Groovy, who finds that one back. Licky will get traded by Virtue below, but Brede just vaults in the breach and he gets his one. Solotov will find another onto Savage. And in lobby side as well, Fenrir's going to get targeted by Shaiko, and there's that 1 versus 1 mode initialized again. He's throwing nades to try force him to move, but Solotov will get the kill. Savage will trade that one back though. 4v4. Breach is now about to get open, but what you think about the operators? Fenrir falling, and on the other side of things, losing that ram. I think that a BDS won't be too annoyed off the back of that.
No, Secret, of course, don't have the ability to swap what active Fenrir gadgets are there, and well, look inside of blue. That's gonna be a pickup, because that's so easy. How's he managed to get here so early? Licky finding too. And well, just like that, it's all down to Virtue. What can the Australian find here? Nothing, as Shaiko swings out wide. And the very first map chalet of this best of 3 goes in favor of BDS.
Licky is so good, man. He was the final boss in that game. How did he get into blue? Like, did he just sprint in through?
You can have that posed up. Zami is going to get targeted by Deimos, hunted down by that death mark. Shaiko yet again on that Deimos. That information being relayed, Solotov will get that opening pick. Adrian is first to fall, and that DMR pinpoint precision just missing the head of that mute. He will drop the open hatch, a repick, a small office. However, a massive pick up there. Savage finds it and dances around the grenade. Stays in the fight. Solotov off the board. Second nade goes out, but it won't be able to clear this player. He's not got a lot of room to move for it, and the cover from Bar isn't good enough. Shut down. Savage finds a second one in this round, slowing down the pressure from BDS, but Brede is there, and he finds it, leaving us in a 3 versus 1. All down the Virtue.
Very fast as they look to push their way in. There's the vault and there's the repel. There's 3 silhouettes in the distance. The first one's going to be found by Solotov. Shaiko gets another one with Deimos. It's all falling apart here. Huge entry from Team BDS, and there's the DBNO now as well. Nade will confirm out the kill, but that was a picture perfect 3-2-1 there from BDS.
That was a well-rehearsed moment from them. I'm just looking at this from BDS, and they seem to have a complete control of the tempo and flow of Bank in these early stages.
Strong.
Very curious. I'll give it.
He was Mistron, but then he gets targeted by the Deimos. That is so unfortunate for Doom.
Not an easy one for him. Doom does get picked up by users in that moment, and leaving us now in a 5 versus 1. All down the Virtue. Don't imagine we'll be riding home about this round too soon. With 10, Deathmark arrives. He'll get the down on towards that Deimos. Buys himself some time. Information's being relayed at this moment, so it is just a matter of time until he is eventually found by the members of BDS, you'd like to imagine. Gotta rely on Solotov missing the shots in a target-rich environment, and doesn't get that confirmation of the Virtue just yet, and every vital second they can waste and keep their Echo alive is massive, as that's 1 DMR. That's Solotov away from the main push from his team, but the drone is good, and the shot's even better. Finds the head of Virtue, and Garage begins to fall away. A critical retake from Adrian, but shut down by Solotov, and the duel of a DMR. A difficult one to take. Minute 20. BDS 5 versus 3 advantage.
Another failed trade from Team Secret as well, as Solotov beautifully wrestles control of Garage away. That means that you now hold the cutoff between both of these sites as you look down the corridor. If they can, if there was head holes in Garage, I didn't quite see if there was or not. It means you have full control of Red now as well, which will make this plant even easier for Brede if he's able to force his way in through from server side. Shaiko will now enable that 1 versus 1 again. Finds where the Tubarao is playing and will be able to feed that information to the rest of the team.
Deathmark goes out. Savage marked for death and will find himself slain. Third body in the hands of Solotov, and Savage, so critical for this team, now not available. Brede on that Monty is going to apply so much pressure, and Solotov has been a demon with that DMR. C4 smoke canister goes out, and it might deny them for so much control and visibility from this. If you're this lone castle, you are only going to be, well, buying time, and Grubby doesn't last too long. Claimed by Licky, and we find ourselves with minute 40 left to go, and Users compounds that issue, finding 2! Just like that, BDS in a 5 versus 2. And we'll Users will absolutely be critical for this round for his team. Now we find it all pressure now on the shoulders of Doom and Savage.
It is all going wrong for Secret. Now more information to be fed. Doom will get himself off the mark in this matchup, but it's still a 2 versus 4. There's LickyFac getting his double on the round. That's 2 kills apiece for Usus and EFAC as the case will begin to go down. A drop will happen on the prone and Savage gets 4. This is not the type of numbers that you need in any game, never mind a knockout matchup.
BDS just applying so much pressure to this team. No fight is realistically a one-dimensional affair. You've got a great setup of crossfires from BDS and a great use of utility. This Monty looks away, and oh, just like that, BDS have let a slip-up happen. A rare mistake from Brede might open the door. Virtue gets off the board as well. Solotov's been slain. Well, LickyFac just walked in the site yet again. How has this man found a way in yet again? Repelled from that window. But trapped and got limited options. Shaiko with 14 HP. Make that 0. Savage finding a plan, try and stick. And that's exactly what he'll do.
Here we go. The smoke canister forces him closer to the bomb chassis. Brede takes a ton of damage there, but Solotov is able to get the kill onto Virtue. 2v4. Nothing really works. Oh, it's all down to the clash. It's all down to Groovy. LickyFac finds the kill, but BDS now on the verge of a 5-1 attacking half. Pre-fire around the corner does a little bit of damage off on the side to LickyFac. Will toss the impact, but doesn't get the kill for it. And from this point, well, resistance is futile, Groovy. Not really much you can do. They have a player inside a garage, 2 players by the breach. Whip it, it's Joe. Next pick to level up the sides. They've got the hatches open. They've got a lot of verticality, but now you've got to isolate these players. Win your ones. You see Adrian takes a bit of damage as he wanted to go for the plant, but Shaiko, being the nuisance he has been all game long, gets himself a double. Virtue will trade it back, but has Shaiko done the damage already? Virtue with the Grim. He had information. He's spraying down in towards the other side, but there's nobody to be found, and the player that is there is Brede, who's got a lock on Virtue's head. It's all down to Adrian. No kills for him whatsoever in this matchup.
I feel like a little bit of a distraction in terms of audio sending out on Marble Stairs. It won't really achieve too much from that position. Savage just walks in the site, finding 1, and this could be a moment that they can use as a catalyst to get more success. And look at that from the kill feed! Just like that, Secret have found a lifeline. They should be able to get this case down in the hands of Adrian. That's what they'll do. Solotov fires back. He'll get 1. Second in the round. 3 versus 2. What a rotation there from LickyFac. And the advantage is neutralized. Information seems to be good. Those red pings ringing out. But Grubby finds a second one now. But surely LickyFac can't stick this one, right?
Way.
Right?
No way.
He pulls off just in time. But with 1 shot from the SMG-11. Finds it. And it's down to Virtue, the veteran from Oceania. Took a trip to Europe oh so many moons ago and hasn't looked back since, but can he find success and keep his new home alive? Look at this! What a play! But will it be enough? No, it won't! And some...
By the way.
But we'll move into this now round. It's a very critical one for Secret to win this. They need to get this round and a nice bit of momentum to build off if they can find it. And Virtue finds that opening pick on the Solotov. This is the dream start right now, and they spot the player in stock. Do they have the ability to clear this? The hatch should be open for a safe rotation out. And that's exactly what's happened. But Virtue finding 2. LickyFac off the board as well as Solotov. Secret in a great position to get themselves a 3rd round here on Bank.
Do not give away any freebies from this point on. The 3 defenders are not too far away from site. They're all playing on the ground floor. It's just a matter of identifying them now. The big thing is, if you can keep yourselves in a numerical advantage with the Monty in play, it makes things very easy for Team Secret to attempt to get that execute off. Savage will be playing off the Monty. He's got most of the kills for his side. A switch to Monty is a bit of a strange one off the back of this. But you can see he's feeding information. He wants to get this wall open. He wants to get some verticality established to enable the execute, to enable Adrian to get in and get that case down.
That first flashbang bounces underneath that laser gate. Fortunate one there. You'd like to have an extra flashbang in your back pocket for when you ever might need it. Drones being established to make sure those flanks stay nice and secure. And they don't have a lot of time to make these final few adjustments stick. They've only got 40 seconds to go, and while BDS might be reduced to 3 players, Shaiko, Bride, users are not a combination that you can walk over easily. Hatch open inside a janitor, we hear smoke grenades begin to spew out. Savage will try and get that case down, the shield on his back might keep him safe as well. The DMR, the hands of Bride, spots one player, leaves him a DBNO, and that case goes down. Triple kill for Virtue, leaving Bride alone against 4 standing players. 1 left in DBNO on square. That will be Groovy. No point chasing confirmation. Might try and bait a long rotation. Actually, might just go for it. And I think at this point, this is a technical timeout from BDS. Taking those final 20 seconds to maybe evaluate what went wrong.
Because they definitely need it at 6-2 up. You need that free timeout.
I mean, I'm saying this, right? There is no more dangerous place for a team to be than on map and series point with a large gap between 2 teams. Complacency is a very scary thing, and why BDS are veterans and too good for that, almost you'd want to imagine.
You looked down, saw Gaio, and then you looked down further to see Sol. I saw your thought process. Solotop's going to win it. Solotop's going to win that fight. Nook is already inside of Garage, though. And that's a very big play that you could potentially see being popped off by Savage. Adrian pre-firing through the wall. He finally got himself off the mark, but as Thermite, it's more important that you get these open, and the Groovy is gone.
Bye-bye.
And Savage is gone.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Right, difficult one for Secret now. 2 versus 5. Gotta play the referee whistle, unfortunately, for this one, so it's down to this now. BDS in a great position to close this one out. Adrian gets that wall open. Full HP to work with, staring down the flames. He has Doom to be his battle buddy for this one. Not going to be easy. I wonder if the hatch is open. That might be the one and only lifeline, and it is.
But it's not looking good here for Team Secret. As you said, a 2v5. These 2 players have 3 kills between them in the second map of Bank, so they need to more than double their individual numbers if they want to win this round out. Adrian pre-firing, and the smoke canisters are eating up a lot of time, and now Ruby's going to get a little bit of value out of the utility, or Jim, sorry, is going to get value out of the utility as he gets rid of those canisters. And not only that, Whippet, they've used some of those smoke chargers as well, smoke bombs. So
you'll get there. I get there. Yeah. So those toxic canisters have been depleted at this point. One in back pocket, and they'll try and bait out that final one. It denies so much time, and Adrian's halfway through that plant. He's going to pull off just in case someone's going to get aggressive with him, but no one does. Perhaps there's a sprint against the walls enough to displace him. Doom gets one. Can't find a second one. Shaiko bags it, and it's down to 4 versus 1. All alone is Adrian. He's been an exceptional player for this team. But against the full might of BDS on match point, I don't think it's long for it, and Shaiko will get that final confirmation. GG's ring out to the chat in Secret do fail to qualify in this matchup. But BDS get their key to the Esports World Cup. Ticket is booked, and they are the very first European representative locked in.